Attention, attention, attention. Here is a public announcement. I, Mr. Wagan, will be a presidential candidate in 2026. My party is Enjoyment People's Party. Now I go to the news. This is QTV Midday News, which is also on Q Radio 103.3 FM. I am Mohammed Nyang. Thank you for joining us. Here are the headlines. His Excellency President Adama Barrow today departed Banjul for a 6-day nationwide tour to lay foundation stone for the construction over 200 kilometers of feeder roads across the country. The project is linked to access for farmers. We spoke to the Minister of Agriculture. With about 9 months to December 5th presidential election, Independent Electoral Commission, the IEC, has begun training over 50 registration officers to prepare nationwide voter registration. The Ministry of Health on Tuesday inaugurated a new renovated maternity ward at Buyam General Hospital, along with neonatal intensive care equipment to support newborns. In international news, those here are the headlines. Now the news in detail. His Excellency President Adama Barrow today departed Banjul for a 6-day nationwide tour to lay foundation stone for the construction over 200 kilometers of feeder roads across the country. Aliou Cisse, who is traveled with the President, spoke to the Minister of Agriculture. He tells us what the tour will cover.
Today marks the beginning of the President's 6-day nationwide tour, the second in less than 2 months, as he sets out to lay the foundation stone for the construction of over 200 kilometers of feeder roads across the country. The President earlier on today, laid the foundation stone at Kerjata, Fas Nyagachoy, Kerselen, and Kuntaya here in the North Bank region. These projects are made possible through the government of the Gambia's World Bank-funded Giraffe project, and the President is being accompanied on this important tour by the Minister of Agriculture, Demba Sabali, and of course officials of Giraffe and Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, among other senior government officials. These roads are going to ease the access of people to and from their rice fields and gardens, thereby enhancing productivity and of course easing the access to markets for these farmers. All right, I now have the pleasure of speaking to the Gambia's Minister of Agriculture, Demba Sabali. Honorable, we have seen the President laid foundation stones in Kerjata and other communities. Tell us briefly how significant these projects are.
Thank you very much, Jonas Ali. This is a very significant program. The President is out with us and a couple of other ministers to do a foundation stone laying for about 204 kilometers. And here in the North Bank, we are doing 75 kilometers, the longest stretch in any of the regions. What these roads are going to do, they're going to link farmers, farms, fields to the population centers. They're going to link them to the markets, and what that will do, it will empower the farmers, reduce the post-harvest loss, and ensure that the products reach to where they need to reach and on time. So this is absolutely necessary, and I think it will increase the economy and the activities of farmers and farming in this North Bank region.
So how were these communities identified?
One, there was a scooping by my team and the World Bank team, and they went around the whole country with the advice of the governors, with the advice of the regional agricultural directors and our experts in the field. We've identified our gardens, where our gardens are located, and high production areas. And these were the priority areas for us, and this is how they were identified.
And in terms of ensuring that these projects are completed on time without compromising quality, what is the like going to do to ensure that's achieved?
Well, These contractors were screened and we found them to be very, very credible. They have done works previously for either the Ministry of Works or for us, Ministry of Agriculture. We've also assessed their capacity. We know that they have the capacity both technically and also human capacity. They have the engineers in their teams. So, and also we have a dedicated team of supervisors, and we have contracted with the NRA are part of this, and GAMWorks are part of this. We are going to be on top of the game to make sure that these contracts are implemented on time and quality uncompromised.
What message do you have for other communities that are still waiting to have a similar project?
Well, you know, I think in the Gambia, the call today for roads is just immense. And for us, as part of our modernization, for agricultural modernization, is we must ensure that farmers and fields have access to market. So any of our projects, any of our new projects, they have road as a component. Our P2RS has road as a component. Our reward project has over, quite a good number of kilometers as part of the component. So that is now our way forward. Each of the agricultural projects not only focus on productivity and production, but will also focus on farmer access to market, will also focus on post-harvest loss minimization. So it is the way forward.
Reporting for QTV News from Kerawan in the North Bank region, I am Aliou Cisse.
Here is a recap of the headlines. His Excellency President Adama Barrow today departed Banjul for a 6-day nationwide tour to lay foundation stone for the construction over 200 kilometers of feeder roads across the country. The project is linked to access for farmers. He spoke to the Minister of Agriculture. With about 9 months to December 5th presidential election, Independent Electoral Commission, the IEC, has begun training over 50 registration officers to prepare nationwide voter registration. The Ministry of Health on Tuesday inaugurated a new renovated maternity ward at Buyam General Hospital, along with neonatal intensive care equipment to support newborns. In international news, that's all for this bulletin. Thank you very much. But don't forget, I will be a candidate to contest for 2026 presidential election. My party is Enjoyment People's Party. Come and enjoy with me. Thank you very much.